This game brought to you by Maltesers. And Peroni. Look at what my mum made me. It's a massive Peroni glass full of sweets.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ross here. Today we're bringing a new video. It's going to be based on Optic Gaming roster changes. Well, Optic Nation and Optic Gaming. Here with Hadley.
Alright.
I'll leave his YouTube link in the description. So yeah, basically we've just been on Twitter, messing around, doing a few things, and we saw, if I go on gaming, the roster change popped up. It's one that a few of us have called like Gabe's, and where we've been speaking about quite a bit, haven't we? About
we've been speaking the past few days about roster changes and who's going where.
Yeah, it's we called a few of them. Who joined the other? Gabe's called on the other day, didn't he?
Basically, Gabriel called that Profi and TP and Karma would go to Optic Nation, and basically Ricky would be dropped. So that he called that, and then he basically called Formal joining Optic as well.
Yeah.
So
and then we saw the Optic Gaming put on Twitter Optic roster update with a picture, and if it'll load up on my other screen, the monitor, it's not coming up, but yeah, I feel like it's going to be quite a strong team, both of them. Nature put a video up of them doing the final 4v4 final. Gaming won, but I think it ended up being quite a close game.
They won 3-0, but apparently it was only by like a round in S&D, a couple of points here and there in different game modes.
Yeah. So now we have, who do we have in gaming? We have Nature, we have Scump, we have Forward, and we have Crim6.
Strong team.
Yeah.
I think what Nameless said earlier, you're going to be on, was it no flag team? Well, Formal replied saying it'll be easy to jump on flags when everyone's dead. I think Nadeshot's OBJ role should be good, because when you've got Scumpy, Formal and Crim6 slaying like hell around them, they were no doubt the best slayers on Call of Duty Ghosts. I think that it's going to be a pretty dominant team. It's just if they can properly work together and keep a cool head during the game.
Yeah. Well, I know Optic, I think they're getting a lot of pressure now, the gaming team, saying the God Squad, however, and if I could find a tweet, Nature turned around and said, don't call us a God Squad until we win tournaments, pretty much saying, you don't know. Yeah, he said, don't call us a God Squad until we win some tournaments. Going to do our best to live up to the hype. Hard work is nothing new to us.
However, Nation also have I think a bit of pressure now, because they have two-time world champion Karma. They have, who's also a 13-time who's either a 10-time champion, and I think a 2-time world champion. TP's won 16 championships, coupled with Profi, who's an X Games gold medalist, and Embos, who has won multiple tournaments, and he's a great player.
Yeah.
And they've now got on that team, like, in that whole roster, they have 3 Call of Duty champions and 2 X Games gold medalists in the whole Optic organisation, which is pretty big achievement. They're probably the winningest 2 teams now, the winningest organisation with the most titles amongst all of them in Call of Duty esports now.
Yeah, I think they're both going to do extremely well in tournaments, and I think they're both going to be up in the top 3, if not first and second, really.
Yeah, I think like when they start getting a hot streak, it's going to be many Optic finals. But I think the thing I'm most looking forward to seeing is TP doesn't always use YouTube. Calm is occasionally on YouTube, but Formal and TP aren't always big YouTube present people. When you're on Optic, you have to keep uploading the YouTube content and streaming, which is going to be good, because now we can see Karma, TP, and Crim6 now stream on MLG, because during their contracts of EG, they were not allowed to stream on MLG. That's why we never saw them stream league matches because they couldn't stream them on Twitch because they would get banned. So now it's going to be pretty big to see how big Formal and TP's audience go up because now they're going to be so much bigger as a team. Crimsix is now going to go from having 100,000 subs to fucking so many that all of their media presence is going to boost so much. Formal's already gone up. Formal's been on the team probably a week, just over. Yeah, it's been about a week this weekend because he was just going to a Halo tournament. He's already got 30,000 followers since joining Optic. So
I know
they
fairly confident with
Scum hit 1 million on subs. Nature's got 1.5 million subs. When you join Optic, you don't just join in a good team.
Yeah,
you join the organisation, you join the streamer revenue, you join subs. So it's a big thing for them.
You get recognised many ways for joining Optic, and the main way is YouTube. I mean, but they are the biggest competitive, professional Call of Duty players that provide YouTube content. Competitive phase, they don't do YouTube. They have other YouTube.
They have one big FaZe clan, and it's more known for sniping. The FaZe team at the moment's alright, but when it came down to EG releasing contracts, FaZe and Optic were the biggest teams that could afford them. Envy were out of it because they'd already done a roster lock with Clayster being their fourth, so Optic would have to shell out bare money for two world champions and another two-time world champion to pull off. Whereas Aches, this is going alongside it, but Aches has now joined FaZe, who is also from EG. Dido is also a free agent. One of the best slayers, arguably, on Call of Duty Ghosts. I think now he will personally either join FaZe or he won't be on a team for Season 1, which is kind of depressing because there's the league spot. Someone on YouTube, I think it was either Kingdom Soldier or Drama Alert, said the bad thing is league spots and good players that were in the last league, they don't match up. There's too many good players for the league spots. So TK is going to have to play for open bracket. Players like that are going to have to play for open bracket. So the league spots don't fit up with the quality of players that are in Season 1. That was a bit of a side path there that I just went off on.
I don't know what to say really. It's quite a two squads that are going to be dominant really throughout the season. I think. Don't really have it.
Who wins Columbus? Who wins Columbus and who's in the final? You predict that now.
I'll have to. I don't know.
Top three at Columbus.
And who do you think? Optic Game and Optic Nation, and possibly FaZe just because of Aches. I think Aches could pull them up quite a bit. Now they come back together like with the people. Other than that, maybe Envy.
If they pick up a good fourth, they'll because at the moment they're sort of teaming with Neslo, and Neslo's changed all his name. He's a good player at this game, but I reckon Dido's going to end up taking his space, or Dido's not going to have a team. But if I was going to go for a top three, I think I'd go for Optic Gaming, Optic Nation, and Denial. Denial are very good at this game. They are yet to lose hardpoint.
I saw that.
Denial CEO the other day was saying they are a very dominant team at this game. They're going to be very difficult to beat, but that's online. Put them in a LAN environment, I don't know what's going to happen. So I think that's going to be good to see, but I think Denial are going to do good at this Call of Duty because they seem pretty confident with their Attach is now on a good team, and I think they have a very slightly young squad, and I think they'll be able to turn up this. But everything comes down to who plays well on the day. And it will be that, and it will be who's actually good at the game. Because Ghost, there was no skill gap. It was who turned up on the day. You. That's how they performed. At X Games, Optic turned up on the day absolutely hyped, and they won the X Games. Other days, in like the last 7 tournaments or 8 tournaments, like at least 5 different teams won it. You had FaZe, EG, Envy, Denial, Optic, all win different tournaments. So it's going to be now a case of who wants it more. I think as we go on, because I think this is going to be a great year for competitive esports as it continues to grow, um, and a lot more teams start to like come out of the blue. Like tonight, before it was like Envy, EG, and Optic. Now it's like Denial and stuff like that. So, and the return of Impact as well.
Yeah, it's
Freako Impact return of Parasite. Well, it's not full Impact. It's Parasite, Killer, and Miracles plus Study, and I do believe Study was on Impact or was Curse LV at one point.
yeah,
Um, so I don't think they're going to do as well as everyone thinks, but it's good for Noble because they've sort of got all the hype and everyone talking about them. So I don't think they're going to do as well as they are, but they will have everyone talking about them at the first event.
yeah. I think that's pretty much enough on that for now.
Yeah, pretty in-depth video.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, it's been nice speaking about really happily, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.